Okay. Am I here? All right. YouTube's telling me I'm here, so I must be here. Hello. It's been a minute. I was away for the last week. Also, plans of mice and men stuff. I had all these grand plans, and then I got sick. And I've been sort of struggling, and I'm just now getting out of it now. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. Might depend on how much of these videos and streams you've tuned in for, but still not 100%. But I got no time. I got no time to lose on such things. I am going to be playing in a Twilight 2000 game tonight, and I need to make a player character. I just run out of time. So I figured might as well break the seal on a stream by doing something I need to do, and also, which I also need to do, is kind of wrap my head around Twilight 2000 again, at least in broad strokes, to get ready. So I have, which you can download from the Free League website, a character sheet. I picked the printer friendly one. The other one just has a kind of a paper background and a paper clip kind of thing, which is cute, but don't need it. And I think it just hurts the readability just a bit. And then in the other pane, I've got the player's manual for Twilight 2000. So yeah, I don't have too much time to waste. I really don't have any. So I'm just gonna kind of get into it. And all right, we're on our own. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna skip this. I know about players and referees. What do we do? I kind of got that. Got that stuff. The setting. I'm okay with that. That stuff I can read later. Rolling dice. This might be necessary. We'll see. The rules will sometimes ask you to roll a D3, D2, D6, D or D100. D3, okay, yeah, you roll D6, divide it, right? 2D6, I got that. D100, okay, that's fine. Got the character sheet. Got some dice here if I need them. Player characters or survivor. I'm going to do archetypes. Might come back and do a life path. My original plan, and this is some apple cider slightly watered down for the working man. My original plan was actually to get the GM of this to come on stream with me, and we could do some life path character generation. And just the timing and me being ill just scuttled that plan. Might come back to do it. Maybe I can convince them. I'll talk to them tonight. Maybe I can convince them to come on and just do it just for giggles or for the next one, depending on if my character survives. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But for this one, since I don't have a ton of time, I'm going to go ahead and do the archetypes. So archetypes lets us create a fully playable character in mere minutes, ready to jump into the action. It also creates a fairly balanced group of characters with similar overall competency. Now, let's see. I'm just going to look in here. We've got a WhatsApp group set up, and I don't know if anybody actually picked a class yet. So someone said sniper or medic, but I don't think anyone picked. All right, so it's kind of wide open. I could do a medic. I don't really play a lot of medics. Well, let's see what we got. Let me just see. Okay, that's like that. So nationality. Most PCs in the game will be American or locals, but you could be any nationality you like, including Soviet. It's your choice, and a mixed group is fine as well. Desperate times make for strange alliances. Nationality will not affect character generation beyond your gear and language. All characters in the game know their native language. PCs are assumed to know at least a little English no matter their nationality, and all characters from former Warsaw Pact countries know a little Russian. Additional languages can be learned as specialties. So we've got, you know what? I've got some Polish blood that runs through my veins, so I'm going to pick Polish. How do I do this? I didn't even think about this. This is supposed to be form fillable? All right. All right, can I move this around? Can I move it? All right. Oh, okay. Polish. Good to go. My grandmother, at least one of my grandmothers, will be proud. Okay, I'll save my name for the end. Branch. So we got that. Languages. So Polish and English would be my two, right? Is there a spot for languages here? Or am I getting ahead of myself? Gear, weapons, armor, branch appearance, buddy, big dream group. I'm sure we'll do some of this because I think obviously buddy will get a buddy. I'm sure at when we start to play or before we start playing. Okay, I guess that's it. So we don't have to say. That's fine. All right, so I can ignore that for now. On to, oh wait, hold on, branch. What branches do we have? Your branch tells you where you got your training from. It can be military or civilian. If you use the life path system, we're not doing that. If you use the archetype, all right, it's just for flavor. So, well, what are the branches? Well, we didn't actually tell us the branches, but I guess we'll maybe find that. So military ranks, we're now on our own. Still for most men and women. Okay, read more, that's fine. Attributes, we have strength. Oh yeah, this is the thing. So our attributes are going to be the values are in letters. A is peak, B average, or B is above average. Sorry, C is average, and D is weakened, diminished, not so great. And we've got strength, which is your muscle power, toughness, physical endurance, agility, body control, speed, and fine motor skills, intelligence, perception, intellect, and mental stability. And finally, empathy, charisma, amiability, and emotional stability. Your attributes are used when you roll dice to perform actions in the game, as well as damage and some other stuff. When rolling dice, each attribute rating is connected to a specific die type. See the table on the next page. So let's go there. So we just have some ranks, which I'm not worried about right now. So if your attribute is an A, your die type is a D12, and your description is extraordinary. B is a D10, which is capable. C is D8, which is average, and D is a D6, which is feeble. Hits and stress. Your hit capacity equals the sum of the die size for your strength and agility divided by 4, rounding everything up. Stress, capacity, int and empathy. Intelligence and empathy divided by 4, also rounding up. So if you have strength B and agility C, it gives you hit capacity of 5, rounded up from 4.5 to 5, right? Because B is 10 and C is 8, so that gives you 18 divided by 4, you get 4.5, and so you would round that up to 5. All right. I'm sure we're going to have to come back and reference this again. No doubt. Then we have skills, which also go from BA but down to F, which basically is no die type. You're untrained. That's fine. And then we have specialties. Oh no, we have specialties, and then we have coolness under fire, and we have unit morale. We have a moral code, a big dream, your buddy. Okay, I might do the moral code. I'll probably, the dream, maybe I'll keep the dream alive. I don't know. I'll set that up now. Buddy, have to pick for another PC. I don't know who they are yet. So for moral codes, things you believe in. I like the idea of moral codes. I always looked at alignments as kind of a shortcut to a bit of a moral code, but some examples they have. You have a moral obligation to help those worse off than you. War is a glorious thing, and you are meant to command. Freedom is everything. No one tells you what to do ever. And then if you choose to follow your moral code in a situation, you're going to get a +1 modifier. If you choose to betray your code, you will suffer a point of stress. And then you have the option to scrap that and write a new one, which is kind of nice. So if you find yourself with a code that no longer fits, you can go against it, which does give you stress, but then you will be able to potentially change it. Which I like because it just basically shows you growth, right? Or it illustrates your growth. Okay. How you met, that's fine. We can talk about later. Briefly, appearance, name, and then, maybe I'll do gear. I don't know. We get some group gear. Oh, some gear for the group as a whole. Okay. Probably skip that stuff. Encumbrance, that's fine for later. Radiation, also fine for later. So let's get into the archetypes. An archetype is a typical An archetype is a typical character type in Twilight 2000. You'll find 9 archetypes on the following pages. To create your character, follow the steps below, starting by choosing your archetype. Avoid having several players pick the same archetype. Okay, well, we'll try. I think they're gonna have some. I think they're gonna have some blank sheets and stuff. So if perchance there's few of us that overlap, we can probably just tweak it. Archetypes can feel stereotypical, and they're meant to. Picking an archetype is a quick way for you and other players to get an immediate feel for your characters. But remember that your character is more than just an archetype. The archetype is a starting point towards creating a unique player character. So we're going to choose our archetype. We're going to choose our nationality. We've got that. Choose our branch from the archetype. We could choose a role for our rank. Determine attributes. Determine hit capacity. So we got a bunch of steps. I almost feel like I should open this up in another page. Can I open this up to have, so I don't have to keep flicking back and forth to it? Let me get over here and let's see if I can do this. Oh, you know what? Hold on a minute. Let me do this. Wait a minute. Will this work? I don't know. I don't think I can just excerpt this page, unfortunately. Oh, no, that's not it. Open. Can I pull you out? I can. All right. So that'll be good. Player character. So I'll just keep this other one on the side. Just I won't have to reference it a bunch. That one I accidentally. There we go. Okay. Good. So now I can have this on the side, and I don't need to keep referencing it. Okay. All right. Now let's keep moving. We've got our example. So name is Ronson, U.S. Army, private first class, moral code. The team relies on me and my rate of fire. I give my life for my friends. Buddy is Diaz, and their dream is to find a place to settle down away from the war. I think that's probably a pretty good, what I even say maybe common big dream. I mean, at least it would be for me. Okay. So we got our attributes skills. They went A, B, D, C for their strength. Oh, sorry. They went strength A, agility A, intelligence C, empathy D. And then they've got some skills underneath there: heavy weapons, close combat stamina, then driving, mobility, and ranged combat. And nothing under intelligence or empathy. They are not intelligent or empathic. That's fair and fine. All right, and they got some stuff. So now we're getting to our archetypes. The civilian. You were an accountant, you worked retail, you were a part-time musician, full-time bartender. That's all gone now. None of it matters. Now you're one thing, a survivor. You had no say in this war. Your government charged ahead without consent. Sometimes you felt the whole world was in the grip of madness. You still feel that way. Your old life is over. What are you going to do with this new one? Is there any hope to rebuild? I don't think so. I'm going to go for the grunt. They serve by the hundreds of thousands, the men and women who take and hold the ground. They are the ones who bleed and die in foreign fields for policies and ideologies decided upon thousands of miles away. There have always been grunts, though they weren't always called such. You're one of them, a ground pounder, humping 30 kilos of gear up to hell and back, hoping to stay alive. Your life was monotony, punctuated by moments of sheer terror. Now, in the aftermath, it's just a muddy, gray hell. Maybe the grunt. We'll see. Let's go through them all. The gunner. You were the biggest in your unit, so they gave you the machine gun. You might just like to rock and roll and open a firefight with 700 rounds per minute flying down range. At any rate, it feels powerful to be behind such a fine instrument of automated death. Whatever the reason, you got the big gun. You lay down suppressive fire for your team, a curtain of lead death. This makes you extremely popular in your squad. When the ish hits the fan, and it always does, they turn to the soldier with the belts of ammunition, humping the machine gun through mud and blood, to lay down enough fire to kill a platoon. That's you. It's where you want to be. Probably not. The kid. No, I'm not going to be the kid. You never had a chance to grow up. The world ended before you could. The adults did that. You listened to them when you were little, but they destroyed it all. They stole your future. Now it's up to you and people your age to make sure the world goes on. You had security ripped from you like an IV, like the umbilical cord. You cannot depend on grown-ups anymore. You see now you never could. You won't make that mistake again. Their world is in ashes. Your world is just beginning. Or so you hope. I don't think I want to be the kid. Mechanic, vehicles always made more sense to you than people did. You've seen a lot of people break over here. You couldn't put them back together. An engine, though, you can repair an engine, fix an axle, weld armor on a chassis. You mind the machines, a natural grease monkey. Maybe you worked in a garage back home or just restored classic muscle cars. However, you got your skills. This unit now relies on them. This war is hard on the hardiest of tanks or Humvees. You keep them running. It's up to the top and the dock to keep the people running. You don't want that responsibility. Excuse me. Okay. Mechanic, maybe. So here's the medic. Excuse me. Yeah, medic looks a little bit ominous. I don't know why. Got a bad vibe off that guy. Humpty Dumpty, they tried to put him back together again. You try to do that every day, but all the broken limbs and broken minds are just too much to fix. So you triage. On the field, in life, you do what you can, making hard choices, deciding who is too far gone. You have nightmares about the blood, whole lakes of it. If you added up all you've seen spilled, a lake might not cover it. People hurt. War is pain. You try to heal. You try to mend. It's all you can do in the face of complete absurdity. Oh, man. Excuse me. Okay, so that's the medic. The officer. The men and women under your command depend on you. You are resolute, decisive, and pragmatic, at least among the soldiers. Privately, the responsibility wears on you. You shouldn't have gone to OCS or the academy. You aren't one of the men. You can't be. You must remain apart. Keep your objectivity. Keep them alive. You're alone among a band of brothers, but that is exactly where the band needs you. That's why they follow your commands. They look to you for guidance. You look elsewhere for friendship. Heavy is the head, as they say, that wears the crown. The operator. You are the elite. When you joined up, you wanted to go all the way. You wanted to be the best. Now you are. You are the best in the world and trained in all kinds of elite operations, from raids to capturing high-value targets. You have done your country proud. You and your unit were the first into this godforsaken country. Looks like you'll be the last out, too. It's fine. This is what you signed up for. And then, let's see, is this the last one? Yep, it is. Okay, the spook. Your Cold War went hot. You spent a good portion of your life either trying to prevent that or making sure your side would have the advantage when the conflict started. But advantage is relative in a world devastated by World War III. And you must fall back on your skills of tradecraft to survive. Help your side's soldiers, maybe even get home. The spy game isn't over, but it sure has changed. The War of the Shadows came into the bright light of nuclear explosions. You still have some contacts. You still have intel. You hope it'll be enough. And those, I believe, are our archetypes. All right, what am I going to choose here? There's, how many of these? Should I let the dice decide? We've got, I wish they gave a nice list. I don't think they do. So we've got, I think there's more than I could pick. Let's see. No. 1 is a civilian, 2 grunt, 3 gunner, 4 kid, 5 mechanic, 6 medic, 7th officer, 8th operator, 9th spook. Well, I don't think I want to be the civilian. So I suppose I could roll a d8 for the other options. Let's see what I get. See if it tickles my fancy. I need some fancy tickling. Where is a d8? That's a d8. All right, let's see here. I got a 4. What's 4? That doesn't count. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, I got the mechanic. All right, I'll go with the mechanic. Appearance. Choose from the examples or decide yourself. That's fine. Where's appearance? Why is it giving me these little text things here? Okay. Yeah, greasy, dirty, black fingernails. Sure. Sure. Can I move stuff? Why is this way over here? Oh, I can't. Oh, there we go. All right. So where does it say where am I supposed to put this stuff? Buddy, Big Dream, Moral Code, Appearance, Personality, Branch. What's my branch? Well, let's see. We're going back to the archetype. Okay, choose our archetype, nationality. Got that. Branch from the options listed. Okay, so we go down here to branches. Army, Marine, Navy, blue collar. I'll just go Army. Okay, that's fine. Army is good. Okay, now we choose rank or roll d6. I'm gonna let it decide. Ooh, specialist. I'll be the specialist. Okay. I thought this was supposed to have form filling in it, but whatever. This will work. All right, specialist is fine. Key attribute is int. Okay, key skills. Should I be writing down these key skills? Stamina, driving, tech. We're driving it. Maybe can I highlight some stuff here? Not red. All right, so my key skills are. No, that wasn't it. I just wanted to test it. Dismiss. Let's see. Sorry. So key attribute is intelligence, which I will highlight. Now, can I get the whole thing? Yep. And I need stamina, driving, and tech. Driving, tech, stamina. Okay. Got that worked out. Coolness under fire is D. Oh, no. I am not cool under fire. Panic. Get out of there. Okay. D. All right. Coolness under fire is D. Typical nicknames. Daytona, USA. I don't know. We'll see about the nicknames. Okay, start the game with so what is our gear? So here we've got reloads. I gotta look at that. Where's that? Whoops. Huh. I don't know what that means. D6 reloads. I guess that's not. Where would we even put that? Does that go under weapons? Reload. I think this is more their attributes, right? Not the amount of reloads. Let me look at that sample character sheet again. Does that have anything for that? U.S. Army there, private first class. Oh yeah, did I write down? I did write down specialist. Where does it say? Where would I put that? I'm not sure. We'll have to take a look. All right, let me not get caught up here. Okay, so going back to that, choose a role for your military rank. If you are military, use a table. Oh, I see. To convert U.S. ranks to those other ones. So if I go back, I got to go back up to see what my actual, I see, because specialist is in the U.S., but I went for Polish. So private, or no, so, wait a minute, it doesn't say. I got specialist. What does specialist do? Wait a minute. What am I missing here? All right, so the mechanic, it says I rolled. I rolled and I got specialist, but I'm not seeing specialist on the list of on the table. Am I missing it? So we got private first class, corporate. Oh, specialist. There it is. Okay. So that would be a corporal, which I'm guessing is corporal. I'll just, there we go. Okay. Solved. That was me missing what I needed to do. All right, so now we're back to the, oops. Go back to the list. Okay. Choose a role for you to interact with it. Determine your attributes. Start with a baseline in C of all four. You may then make one increase. So we're going to have to do this multiple times. Let's just start. So start in C in all four. Okay. Okay. Now we start in C, and then make 3 increases, 1 step each up to A. So my key attribute is intelligence. So I think I'm just going to go A. Okay. And then I have one last step, so I'm going to put my agility up to B, because that's where my driving is. Now, obviously, that means my stamina is going to be, I guess I don't have a lot of stamina. But I might just have to do that. Well, we'll see. So the base die size now is, okay, 12. So C is 8. B is 10. A is 12. And we go another C, which is 8. All right. There we go. Okay. Now what? What's next? Okay. Oh, I could go from C to D. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I don't even know which one. I mean, I suppose I could go empathy down to D and put my strength up to B. Command, persuasion, medical aid. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. All right, let's. Sorry, persuasion. You're going to have to go down. I'm not very persuasive. I'm definitely not going to be the face of the group. That makes me feel a little better. So at least I've got my main things covered. I think tech will be my best, presumably. But at least I can be okay at driving. Okay, stamina, none of my specialties are under empathy, so just going to go with it. All right, so hit capacity and stress capacity. So hit capacity was, how did we say to do that? Here we go. Strength and agility divided by 4. So it's 5. Easy peasy. And my stress is these two, 12 plus 6, 18, which I end up with 4.5. So I end up with 5 there too, actually, which works. Just groovy for me. Okay. Cool sign fire stinks. But what are you going to do? Now, determine your starting skills. You must choose 1 B-level skill, 2 C's, and 3 D's. Your B-level skill must be one listed under your archetype. You can choose C and D levels freely. All right. one B, two C's, and a D. So I got to pick between tech, driving, and stamina for my B skill. Let me see. I'm just wondering, does it make sense? Does it make sense for me to pick one that's not? I guess I'll have B. I guess I'm going to load up on what I feel like I'm good at, and hopefully that'll mean I'll be really good at. What I'm wondering about my question, which I don't know, is if I'm going to feel like if putting strength on strength is bad. Should I put a D or C here because my intelligence will help me, or probably not? I'm going to say no. Well, I have to put the B, has to be in one of those. So then I'm going to put, let's see, one B, two C's, and three D's. Okay, so I'm going to put my C's under my other skills. So I'm going to just kind of strength on strength. We'll see how this works. We'll see how this works out for me tonight, but I'm going to go strength on strength. I actually don't know. I don't even think that the fact that they're whatever my key skills actually means anything. And now, whoops, I don't know, OCD or whatever wants me going to get these. Okay. And I can get 3 Ds. 3 Ds. Yeah, so I go 3 Ds. I'll do ranged. I'm going to do close. Oops. Nope. And then persuasion, command. I don't really know what these do. Survival, tech, recon, driving. I don't think mobility really. Strength. I could go heavy weapons. Survival, recon. I'll go with survival. I feel like that might. I could see some overlap. Maybe I could jerry rig some stuff, kit together. All right. So there we go. There's my things. We'll see how that works. Now, what's next on the hit parade? Choose your starting specialty from the options list under your archetype. So now, where's my specialties? Where's my specialties? So choose one specialty. Recommended options are combat engineer, gunsmith, or mechanic. All right, well, what are these specialties you speak of? Is there a list? Skills and specialties. Okay, can I bookmark? Add page 20 to favorites. Yes. All right, now let's go to skills and specialties. Okay. All right, so let's see. I kind of feel like I got the skills. I think I have a good grip on the specialties. So I've got common engineer, gunsmith, and mechanic. So we'll go down to specialties. So what is combat engineer? Gives a +1 modifier to tech rolls for placing and disarming mines and explosive devices, and to recon rolls to avoid mines. Well, that's pretty good. What's the other one? Mechanic or gunsmith gives a +1 modifier to tech rolls for repairing firearms. Well, that's pretty good. And mechanic. Oh, let's see. Where's mechanic? Tech. It's not under tech. Oh, there it is. Gives a +1 modifier to tech rolls for repairing engines, vehicles, generators, and pumps. Choose one. So what should I pick? I already have good tech. So maybe I should pick something else. Combat engineer for mines and things. I don't know. Some of these because I played the original way back in the day, but we never really played by the book, so I don't I don't have an amazing sense of what even that game was like. And then I have no idea what we're going to be doing. So we have some other tech specialties I could pick. What other ones are there? So we've got recon. Oh, I see. So maybe I should. Well, yeah, tech is my best thing. So I definitely I should probably pick a tech because that's my best. Again, I'm not totally sure how these things work together because the specialties are underneath the skills. Let me read. So maybe I should read the intro. Let me come over here. Let's read the intro real quick. Oh, let's see. When you perform an action, you describe what your character does or says, and you grab 2 dice, one for your skill level, another for the base attribute that's connected to the skill. These are called your base dice. The type of base dice to roll depends on your levels in the skill and attribute. See the table below. Then you roll your 2 base dice together. If you don't have a level in the skill you're using, just roll 1 for the attribute. Okay. So that's for your skills, right? So we're rolling for tech. I would roll B and A together. If I was rolling for recon, I would just roll my D12. Oh, I should put these numbers in, I guess. Let's put those in 6, 10. Let's see. 8, 8, 6, 6, 8. Okay. But that doesn't tell me about the specialty. Well, the specialty part just adds a modifier, right? So I could add +1 to something. And I don't know if those +1s will end up being a big deal or not. I suppose it depends. I guess at some point they'll tell us what the difficulty of tasks is. And I get a better sense of if it's better to play. I mean, I kind of feel like in these kind of things when I want to sort of play up to the strength of my character, but then I'm also a big proponent of characters that have a little bit of uh, diversity. They're not one-trick ponies. Come on. So, hard to say. All right. So, my specialty, yeah, areas of expertise, right. So, if I pick tech, these would give me rolls on tech. I could pick, I don't want to pick, I shouldn't pick empathy, doesn't really make sense because my rolls are terrible. So there's a scientist role. You come across a phenomenon of any sort that requires knowledge of physics, biology, geology, or any other natural science. I don't think so. I just don't see that as my guy. He's a mechanic. Locksmith, improvised munitions. Gunsmith. I mean, I feel like whenever you can. Well, I'm still going to be able to roll on these, right? It's just whether I get a plus or not. Maintaining contact on radios. I don't know. Combat engineer for mines. Mechanic is for repairing engines, vehicles, generators, and pumps. I'll go with mechanic as my specialty. I feel like that one is likely to be good. Repairing engines. Not that I can't do the other stuff, but I think that's fine to say that's my. Sure. That's me, mechanic. Okay. Where's my favorite? I tried to add that other page to my favorites. Where did it go? Well, I got to go back to archetypes. Oh, right there. Okay. All right. So, okay. So, choose your starting specialty. Got that. Record your starting coolness under fire. Got that. Determine your unit morale. How do we determine our unit morale? I don't know. Does it say back here somewhere how to determine unit morale? Unit morale in war. Okay, the game. That's right. All right. No matter which method you use for your character, your group starting unit morale is equal to the highest. Okay, so that's, we have to, I can't do that one now. Now that one I can't do. All right. Next up is choose your moral code from the suggestions listed on your archetype or create your own. Just as a shortcut, I'm just going to take one of the ones that is here. Anything, anyone can be fixed, never lose hope. Think, I don't know. I want to be hopeful. Yeah, I'll be hopeful. I'll grab that one. I can change it later if it. Well, yeah, okay. Okay, there's my moral code. No, yes, my moral code. Choose your big dream. What's my big dream? Yeah, I want a place to set up shop. That's what I want. That's a good big dream. I find that's a very, I don't know why I keep wanting to go to that arrow when I don't actually need it. All right, find a place you can set up a proper workshop, actually building things. Yep. Okay, done and done. I did the appearance. You got to choose a buddy later. Decide your character. Right, I got that. Choose a name and a nickname. If you like, I could do that later. Pick gear from the choices listed under your archetypes. Okay, so now our gear. Assault rifle appropriate. So here's where I can go to gear. All right, so assault rifle appropriate to my nationality. So let's find one weapons. Polish military weapons. I can get an assault rifle, so I'll take the AKM. Let's see, so I can take the PMK-60, special Polish version of the AK-47 that includes an adapter for firing rifle grenades. Other than that, it's treated as a standard AKM. All right, well, why wouldn't I take that? I mean, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Rate of fire. Oh, it's the same. Yeah, I'll take a PMK-60. Yaha. I will do that. Thank you. Yeah, that's okay. Let's see. D6 reloads. I don't know what that. Am I supposed to say how many reloads that is, or do I roll? What does that mean? D6 reloads. I'll say the reloads for later. I don't want to get wrapped up in it. Flak jacket and helmet. Okay. Flak jacket. That's great. Helmet. That's also great. Personal med kit. Okay. Basic tools. Ugh, spelling, please. Vehicle tools or weapon tools. Well, I'll take vehicle tools. That's kind of my jam. What is that? Tiny items. Guess that goes below there, or is that? I think it goes here. Is that considered a tiny item? No, fatigues is definitely not considered tiny. Fatigues. We got a backpack. D6 field rations. Field rations. I don't know if I'm supposed to be rolling those or if it's. I can't remember if this is a usage die situation or not. So I'll just leave it as it is. D6 rations of clean water. And I also have D6 reloads. All right. 4. I think I might have to move these around because I think if we go back and we look at the example guy, I think so ammo belt, ammo belt, ammo belt. I think maybe you have to do, is that what it is? So the machine gun takes up 2 hands. Is that, there's things here I don't know. Weapon features. Yeah, I don't know. All right, so I do have some numbers here for the PMK 60. So it's got 5 for that, 4 for that, 2 for that, 3 for that. And then this blast dash. I'll put a dash, I guess. Dash. Range 5. 30. Armor 0. Weight 1. Okay, I can. It's fine. I'll just leave that alone for now. Okay. All right, so then we have that is done. I think. I don't think I have anything else. Can I zoom in here? I know I just want to fix things. I don't need to be perfect, but I gotta get. It doesn't look like a crazy person wrote this stuff down either. Okay, now when I'm rolling for these reloads, how does that work? I guess I'll roll when I'm there. Looking at that other character sheet, I've got it here. So he's got flak jacket over here. So he's got his machine gun, which I guess I should. Okay, so let me move some things around here. Oh, you know what? I could put the rations. Okay, I guess. How does this work? So he's got 1, 2, 1, 2. I think I have to look at stuff. So weapons gear, Kevlar gear. How does this work? Because I notice he's got multiples. So these take up spots. And then I notice he's got water and food, water takes up. So maybe water takes up 2. Food takes up 1. Let me see if I can find something to help me understand how that works. Gunfire weapons. Yeah. Doesn't really get into it. Archetypes. Yeah, I got that. Skills, specialties, combat and damage. Weapons. Yeah, okay, we're in gear. It goes in all these things, but not into what? Okay, food and drink. Here we go. All right. Okay. MREs. Yeah. Okay. It doesn't say. Weight. 1/4 per ration. Okay. Doesn't actually take. Hand grenades go into small. How many slots do they take? This is what I want to know. I'm not getting it. I need to know about these slots. Why? Is it even slots the right word? No, it's not coming up in the book. All right, well, I'm just going to have to do... All right, well, I guess I'll roll. Let me just do some dice here. Let me roll some dice. So 1 for field rations. Well, I guess I'll just roll all 3. So I'll just do it in order. Rations. water, then ammo for my thing. Oh, I did pretty well. All right. So I got 5, 3, 5. So 5 rations of field rations. I guess it should be up here, maybe? No, not that. So food. Food. 1, 2. Food. 4. Food. Okay, and then I need water. It takes up 2. So water. Let's see, how can I do this? Water is going to take up 2. Well, maybe I should move this around. Right, because I got, let's see, I have 3 water. So that's the water. And it's not going to make sense written down, but whatever. Water. Water. Need another water. Okay, so water, water, water. Food, food. Food, 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 food. And then, so I can get rid, no, I can get rid of you, but I got rid of you. I can get rid of, so I have you. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. I feel like I don't need to put down, I'll put them in there. I don't think these actually take up a spot. I'm going to guess they don't, but I feel like it's stuff I'm wearing. But whatever. I don't know about these other ones. Helmet. The example guy, oh, he's got flak jacket in 1 spot. Helmet goes in 2 spots. All right, so let's move things around. So combat gear, the PM60 goes here, and it goes all the slots. The Kevlar helmet goes into 2 spots. And I'm going to guess that, like this gentleman, it takes up, it's 2-handed. Maybe this stuff's in the referee book, which I just didn't download, but I've got somewhere. We'll move fatigues off to the side for right now. Medkit apparently is 1 spot. I'll throw this there. I don't have a knife. But what about tools? Vehicle tools, basic tools, and vehicle tools. Is this the thing? Like, what are these? I'm not getting anything here about the sizes. Is there a table or something? What am I missing? What am I missing that's going to tell me about the spots things take up? Special thing. I'm just looking at the back. No things, nothing there. Yeah, I'm kind of confused a bit about gear. If I go back to archetypes, it doesn't say anything about, it just says, gear. Okay, fine. Doesn't say about the shape of that gear, and I can't seem to find it. All right, so let's see what it says. Equipment is a key element without weapons, vehicles. Okay, that's fine. Trade. Okay, trade. Chapter 3 describes how you get your starting gear. All right, well, let's go back here then. All right, this is chapter 3. Rolls, modifiers. Maybe I just missed it. Okay. Gear in many roles. You're using gear. Oh yeah, but I need to know. And then we get into skills. Yeah, that's not it, pal. Yeah, that's not it. So I'm gonna say that the ammo belts would be these D6 refills. I'm just gonna say that I don't need this anymore because I'm gonna put it up here. I'm just gonna make a command decision, and I can fix it later if these take up more spots than they're supposed to. I just can't see it. Just can't see it right now. How that's supposed to work. Let's just do that here also. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. So we get something like that. And now I got 5 ammo. So I guess I'm just gonna call it ammo belt. So that I guess is I'm guessing this here because it's a two-handed thing, so that's why I'm. So I'll just put some dashes in there to signify that I'm holding a two-handed weapon. So, and then we'll go ammo belt. I have 5 of these. How did I get so much ammo? And I don't know if belt is the right word. Clips, magazines, I don't know. Excuse me. I don't think it says. Well, let's see. Weapon features, melee weapons. Let's see. Does it say anything about here? Ammo, the specific type of ammo fired by the weapon for small arms, typically. Okay, yeah. There's a list on page 114. Magazine. Okay, that's that mag. So maybe I put ammo because I don't think it comes in a belt, right? It probably comes in a magazine. Does that mean I can carry more? Oh man, not helping me out here with how this is supposed to go. Okay, so the ones with the asterisk. So I'm looking here at this. Oops, this thing here, and asterisks mean that uses an ammo belt. So I've got a PMK 60. So I guess I don't need to. So I think maybe I could use tiny items for that. Maybe. Is that where tiny items go? I'm not sure. I feel like your hand grenades and ammo are probably in the same ballpark, right? Am I right? Am I right? Well, we're gonna go with it. It's kind of weird to me that. Hold on a second. I'm gonna see something real quick. Uh, I gotta move some out of the way here. Drive through. Yeah, let's see. Oh, Twilight. Okay, where are you? Here we go. Battle maps, handouts, referee's manual. Okay, I got it. I gotta look this up because it is. Confusing to me. Referee's manual. All right. View. Single page. All right. Let's just move this over here for right now. Okay. Job encounters. Jobs referee. I don't think that's. Oh. Wait, what did it say? There was a name. Hold on. It gave me a name. When it gave me the asterisk, maybe that's something I can look up. Maybe that's the key here. And I've got both books now, so I can look up and see what the word is. Encumbrance unit. Okay, let's go back. Okay. Weight of the weapons managed in encumbrance units. So this weight is 1. All right. So actually, I don't think I need that. Okay. I thought it was a two-hander thing. Okay, a magazine weighs 1/4 of an encumbrance unit. So 1, 2, 3. All right, so that's correct. I got it. Okay, so I was right about that. Where was this? Where was I looking and I didn't see this? Tracking ammo. Yeah, stuff seems to be a little bit. I would have written a nice straightforward thing about this would maybe help me a little bit more. I felt like that was maybe a little bit harder to find than I would have liked. I got 2 more. 1 more. All right. So that mystery is finally solved. Now, what about other stuff? Where was this? This was under. Okay, it was under ammo. Oh, it was under. See, it's under combat damage. This is kind of like when you find saving throws under combat in something like BX, but you need it to do your character sheet. So it's kind of like, great, it's under combat, and I get that saving throws have to do with combat, but by putting it there, it means that you got to really go, because it jumps from there, specialties, and the next one's under that. And it still doesn't tell you about other things. Like, how do we know if flak jacket takes up 1? Is it because it's under gear? Like, that's feels a little shaky having it like that. So let me just I assume it's correct because of it's on their example sheet, but makes me want to check out fuel and stills. Okay, here we go. Weapon spare parts, weight is 1/2. Vehicle tools. Oh my gosh, weight's 3. Holy moly. Okay, so I was very wrong about vehicle tools. Well, that's easy. I'll just all right, there's vehicle tools. Would never have known. And I also have basic tools. Weight is 2. Okay. Personal med kit is only core. Okay, so that one's right. I suppose I could put that in my backpack. Or do I want that out? No, I probably want that out. So I got basic tools is 2. Okay. Okay, so we got basic tools, our flak jacket, our helmet. Let me just verify. Medical supplies, observation gear, protective gear. No. Signaling stuff. There we go. Kevlar helmet. Weight is half. You got that? Yep. What about your flak jacket? Body armor. Military. Where's our flak jacket, pal? There it is. Armor 1. Okay, no, sorry. Weight 1. And the helmet, weight half. Okay. Right. All right, so I can move this up. Okay. I think this works. Oh, what about fatigues? The clothes, do we just get them for free? I'm hoping we do. Yeah, weight 0. All right, so I don't need to put them anywhere. Don't have anything for non-weight. So I guess I'm just going to... Yeah, they don't have anything for 0 weight stuff. So I'll just put it in tiny. It's not really tiny, but it's technically weightless. Okay, I think that's it. Methinks. So I need a name. So let's look at some. Casimir Sigismund the Old. Sigismund Augustus. Crackus. I like Crackus. Maybe that'll be his last name. All right, so last name will be Crackus. First name. And debatable. Yeah, debatable. All right, debatable. What are some? Maybe I just need some Polish. Honey name. All right, honey name. Adolf. No. How can you be number one? Adolf cannot be number one. I don't know when Adolf can come back into the mix. I don't know that I could go with Adolf. What did I like? There was Crackus, Aurelian Crackus, August Crackus, Bartek Crackus, Boniface. I like that. Boris. I don't want the Boris. Casimir. Destroyer of Peace. Yes. Why would you? You really want to name your kid the Destroyer of Peace? I don't know. Derek to possess. Oh, Felix. I don't know if I got the K and the K. I kind of like Felix, but I need another name than last name. I suppose I need. These are all first names too. Okay. What do we got? Submitted names? What does that mean? Now these are all. I need family names. There we go. Surnames. That's it. Can I just get Polish? Plain Polish? Um, hmm. Felix. Come on, what do we got here? White or fair-haired person? No. Oh, I don't have white hair. Let's see. Keep going. A big, ponderous person? This could be Felix Bison. How do you pronounce that? Whip. Oh, Blakowski? Blaskowitz? Wolfenstein. Oh, yeah. Yes, I remember Wolfenstein well. Babinski. Yes. Bobski. No. Bogomil. Oh, yes. Like from Beverly Hills Cop. I think the Bogomil was the chief's name. Oh, let's see. I need something else. Felix what? Felix. I don't want another K. Let's get out of the B's. Quiet or silent? Some of these also, because I don't speak Polish. So I need things that I can actually how do you pronounce that? Zarni? Felix Zarni? Zerny? Felix Zarni? Felix Zarni. I'll take it. All right. I'm good with that. I think that's how they spelled it. Nope, no C. Oops. Move you around. Okay. All right. Is there anything I have not filled out that I need to? No, I didn't mean to do that. Just meant to wind you up a little bit. Okay, so we've got Felix Zerny, Polish from the army, greasy, dirty black fingernails. I'll throw, dirty. Actually, I don't need to do comma. Well, I was leaving the comma. Dirty. Oops. Greasy, dirty black fingernails. Smells of oil. Bandana over bald head. There we go. Well, maybe I'll kick out dirty. I don't need greasy and dirty. He was a corporal, got the moral code. Anything or anyone can be fixed, never lose hope. Dream is to find a place where they can set up a proper workshop, actually building things. No experience. I don't know my buddy, don't know what the group is. My strength is B, my agility is B, my intelligence is A, my empathy is D. I've got close combat D, stamina C, driving C, range combat D, intelligence A, survival D, tech B. And let's see, my specialty is a mechanic, so I get a little bonus. I should probably look up what that bonus is, actually. So I can write it down. Does it say here my specialties? No, I think I got to go down to that other section, which is where, whoop. Here we go. That'll be here in a minute. Okay, go down to specialties. Here we go. Mobility, nope. Oh, I got driving too, huh? No, I got tech. I went tech. Tech is good. Okay, and I took, what did I took? I took mechanic. +1 modifier for tech rolls. So let me get that in there. which gives me just a little extra if I'm modifying. There we go. +1 modifier to tech rolls for repairing engines, vehicles, generators, and pumps. That is fine. And then my hit capacity is 5. My stress capacity is 5. My coolness under fire is D, which is not great. Don't know our unit morale yet. I would say have no stress or damage yet. Oh, I didn't check, right? Armor. Armor, I should write down. Armor. Scroll, I'm going. Ooh, a lot of stuff on armor. Stress, yeah. Let's go. Where do we get to the armor again? Keep going, right? Let's keep going. Okay, vehicles, that's fine. Where's other gear? Yeah, I would love to get some vehicles, but here we go. All right, so flak jacket, armor 1. Torso, so that's 1. Okay, and then let's see, we've got head 1. Well, that's super simple. I want to either get hit in the torso or the head. Okay. Probably not, but at least I got a little bit of protection there. I don't think my fatigues help at all. That's fine. I'm not starving, dehydrated, sleep deprived, or hypothermic yet. I have no critical armies or disease, have no radiation. In my gear, I have a PMK 60, which is a Polish version of basically an AK-47, though it apparently can do this launch grenades. That doesn't seem to be in its stats, even though it's there in its description. We go back up and see that. I don't know if it's just flavor text. PMK 60 is a special Polish version of the AK-47 that includes an adapter. Oh, it's an adapter. Okay, for firing rifle grenades. All right, so yeah. No, I'm presuming I have no adapter. Let's see. I also have a bunch of ammo, which I rolled for. I have a personal med kit. I've got the helmet. Got my vehicle tools that take up a bunch of slots. I have a flak jacket. I have some basic tools that take up a few more slots. And then my backpack, food and water and more food. Looking up the those encumbrance units was a little bit more annoying than a little bit more of a pain than I was hoping it would be. Wait, what happened to my weapon? Oh, you know what? I moved it instead of copying it. This is the PMK 60. There we go. A little bit more of a pain than maybe I was expecting it to be, but we did figure it out in the end, and there's my PMK 60 and its stats right there. So everything else I'll have to figure out at the time of play, and I haven't had a chance to play this before. You know, I've read through the original rules. I've read through the originals. Yes, I've read through the 4th edition, which is the Free League version. These bits of it. I've got some of the materials. In fact, I recently got, which I'll have to go through and look at, is Black Madonna. But this will be fun to play. I know this GM has run this a few times. I'm not sure how many times, but they run it at least a couple times. And we'll see. Should be a fun time. I'll let you know how it goes. Thanks for hanging out with me while I just kind of muddle my way through creating this character. Game on, everybody. And I'll talk to you later.